Hello, everybody, and welcome to DJ Tutorials. This is going to be the first part of a series that is going to be for complete beginners in Blender. For this one right here, it's going to be download and installation. If you could please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel so you can be updated on the new videos that are released. And I also have a Patreon if you're interested in donating to help cover the costs of creating these videos for the channel. That would really help me out. And so let's go ahead and get started here. And what we're going to do first is we're going to go onto the Blender website and we're just going to take a look at some things here. So this is going to be mostly for people who are fresh, brand new artists who are looking to just kind of like start their 3D experience with Blender. Um, Hopefully at this point, I don't need to convince you that it's a wonderful program that has a lot of really amazing attributes to it and a lot of new things that are happening every day. So this is going to be covering the 2.92 build, roughly speaking, but as we go through it, there's going to be some other things that, some other updates that might happen, since this is going to be an ongoing tutorial series where there's probably going to be like one, maybe two that are released per week. So first, let's go ahead and go to the download section. And you can click this button right here, Blender 2.92 download. And we can, while that's downloading, and you can see here there's a few minutes left, let's just take a look at the general information here. So the first thing that I really want everyone to understand is 3D and making things inside this program, there's a learning curve, and it's better now with the new updates. This 2.92 is really a wonderful version, and there's a lot of things that they've streamlined and made a lot better than older versions. But still, there is quite a big learning curve to all this. So I just want to point out a couple of things here. Number one is that there's a manual here. So it does do you well to go through here and look at the manual. You can see here it says 2.93 reference manual. We're going to be using the 2.92 release right now. The 2.93 is in beta right now and people are testing it and all that kind of stuff. But you can go through here and just kind of click through while this is downloading and just see all of the different things that you can do inside of this program. So one more thing I want to talk about really just briefly is the requirements section. So if you go down here, you can see that it runs on pretty much anything. You can have it run on Windows, Mac, or Linux, and these are the hardware requirements for this. But I've seen this work on kind of like really low powered computers, and I'm also using a very high powered computer, and I have a whole series pretty much on the hardware requirements and the type of computer you might need, and just a overall course on understanding the computer components in your computer and what you might need for this particular software and for doing 3D. So you can take a look at that if you'd like. They're a little bit older, but they still hold up nowadays for what you might need. So let's go ahead, and once this is finished down here, we can click on this, or you can open it in your downloads folder, and it's going to come up with something like this. And we can hit next here. And for me, I already have this installed. I don't really need to change anything, repair or remove, but I'm going to change it anyways. But you should have a fresh install here. So I'm just going to hit change, and it's going to go to a location here. So make sure that you click the right drive that you want to install it into. Then you're going to hit next, and then it will install. You're going to get a little message if you're on Windows that's going to warn you about installing this, and then it's going to install, and you're going to hit finish. When you open it up, it's going to look something like this, and you're going to get very used to this screen. For those of you who are reinstalling this or updating it or anything like that, there should be a button here that says to import the previous settings or something like that on here. So you'll want to go ahead and do that. And there's a lot of stuff here that will show you recent files. And if you want to open up a particular type of file, you can click anywhere in here. But we're just going to click off to the side here like this. And this is a scene that you're going to get very used to. And this is the default cube here. And you have a default camera here. I'm left clicking and selecting these items, and then you have a lamp right here. And since this is just the download and installation part, I just want to say that the main thing that you're going to want to take away from taking any sort of courses or watching tutorials on my channel is that I really do require you to sort of creatively play with the program and explore on your own. And I'm just going to help you out really quick by making a suggestion to you, and that is to go online and look up something like Blender 2.9 Hotkeys. And if you go to images here, you should be able to find a whole bunch of hotkey maps or images to help you out in learning this stuff. And you can see right here with this one right here from It looks like blenderartist.org right here. There's a whole lot of stuff here, and I do recommend that you print this out and just have it available to you as a reference on your computer and just available at hand because it's really going to help you out with learning the program and sort of memorizing with muscle memory where these hotkeys are. And I often will, I will often forget where some of these things are or which button to press or something like that. But hopefully, you can build a good routine of using these hotkeys, and it will definitely allow you to learn this stuff a lot faster and build things a lot faster inside of Blender. So if we jump back into the program here, and you are hovering around in this main window here, middle mouse click will allow you to sort of move around and rotate around in your scene, holding shift and then middle mouse clicking and moving around like this will pan your scene. And those are kind of the main things that I want to show you. You can also select items by left clicking these items here, and you can sort of like start to look around in these different panels and get yourself accustomed to the interface and sort of like look around. So basically that's it for this very short video. This is just to get you sort of accustomed to it and to show you where you can download it and install it and get some resources to help you out when you're just starting. And I do recommend that you start to play around with some of these things and just click some buttons, mess around with some things, and look around at the different panels, and just overall creatively play around with the interface and the program. And I will see you next time when we start to discuss how to move around in the scene and how to navigate inside of Blender. And I will see you next time on DJ Tutorials.